Hello eBayers, this auction is for two Posiflex KS-6615 point of sale units, which will include a Posiflex point of sale receipt printer, an Epson kitchen thermal two-tone receipt printer, one AC power conditioner, two wired CCD barcode scanners, and a cash drawer. To begin, we will go ahead and start up these units. They are again Posiflex KS-6615 with the Windows embedded point of sale. Both units have been completely formatted, reprogrammed to be just like they were the day they were new. They do include the recovery discs from Posiflex. They were sent to me by the customer service / technical support guys through an FTP, and I burned them to a disk, so they are exact copies that are meant for these machines. Let's go ahead and turn on both machines and give you a little walkthrough. We'll let both machines boot up. Windows XP loads on the two machines. While it's loading, they are the Celeron processors. They have 40 gig SATA hard drives, 1 gig of DDR2 RAM. They are resistive touch screens. They do include the MSRs, the magnetic strip readers on each side. This one is just completing some Windows updates. You saw it had installing those updates. So they are fully updated. I've installed AVG antivirus, the free edition. They have basically been optimized. No junk on them. Everything cleaned up. Alright, both units are powered on. And this is just the standard Windows XP WePOS operating system. Both computers are basically identical. They've been programmed the same way. The only difference you might find in them is the receipt printer's installed on this one. I haven't installed it on this one, but it easily could be. The drivers were easily obtained from Posiflex's very helpful website. So first of all, we'll just start out with this machine. We'll go into the control panel, and I know it's a little difficult to see on the video, but basically just to sort of show you how everything works. If I can get it to zoom in, which you may or may not be able to read, but it just shows the Celeron mobile processor at 1.5 gigahertz clock speed on the processor and 1 gig of RAM, and as well as the embedded Windows XP for point of sale. I'm going to go into the device manager just so you can see that there are no drivers missing and that everything is as it should be. As you can see, there are no yellow exclamation points that would require attention. The touch screen is very responsive. It's a little more you have to be a little more careful, when you're working around Windows, to click on what you want to click on without hitting something else. But once you're in your point of sale software, there won't be a problem. I'm opening Google. It has Internet Explorer and Firefox on it, so just to show you how it works. Obviously you would need a USB keyboard, or you could download an on-screen keyboard if you wanted to be able to use the internet. Most likely in your business you're going to want to discourage that. So anyway, but basically just a few things that you may be familiar with clicking around on Google, just so you can see how the internet works and sort of get an idea for the speed. Yeah, this is running on my local area networks. So I did install a trial version of a program called Restaurant Made. It's by, I think, Alexandria makes it. This is not a full version. It's a demo version. It'll give you something to just sort of play around with and get used to the system. I like their software. I'm not including it. I'm not necessarily recommending it, but for me personally, it's sort of cool, and it's low cost. They have several different ones, but anyway, I just included that so that you'd have something to sort of mess around with and use the touch screen on. This one does have a built-in on-screen keyboard. Obviously you could hit tender. There's no items entered in, so it's not going to ring you up, but so anyway, that's let's see, we have to log in and then close out. That's basically all that I can think of to address on this one right now. I'm sure let's see if I can. I'm going to set this down, and I will. Guess I should have someone helping me, but I guess you can sort of tell how the screen is able to tilt, to wherever it would be convenient. Let's see, let me push it right down. So, but that's basically it. Like I say, this computer is identical. It, it's fully operational as well. Go under System. You have identical information about the processor. I'll show you the device manager so that you can see all the drivers are correct and everything's working as it should. Let's see. The CCD barcode scanners are not Posiflex brand, but they're USB. They'll read, most standard barcodes. I don't think they will read the new fancier two-dimensional barcodes, but both of them do work. And I'm going to get an old gift card and I'll demonstrate the magnetic strip readers for you. Okay, let's see, this is an old gift card that has nothing left on it. We'll just open Notepad, and for instance, if we were to take the card, place it in and scan it, you can see that it reads, and I'll just swipe it a few times, and it's reading the data off the magnetic strip on the card. Close that out, and then we'll go over to the other machine and do the same thing. Have to go in and find Notepad. Same thing, place the card in the strip. And it reads the data without missing. Okay, so I'm seeing those. Two things that I want to point out. The only two things that that really aren't just absolutely perfect. Number one is the cash drawer. I'm including it just because I have it and I have no use for it. I can't tell you if it functions or not. For instance, the keyhole has been tampered with. It does come with the cable, but like I say, the keyhole's been tampered with, so the drawer will open just with the turn of any object, and it does not look like the drawer has ever been used. There's no scuff marks where you would have coins and bills. I mean, there's never been any money in this tray, so I'm not real sure why the lock was damaged on the front. I'm sure you could get it replaced. But just wanted to point that out. Also, I have no way of testing it through the computer to see if it pops out because the point of sale software I showed you is just the demo, and I don't have everything to install this. That's one thing. The other thing is on the bottom of both units. Turn this up. There's a cord management system from Posiflex. There was originally a plastic cover that would have popped in here. For instance, something similar to this kind of plastic cover. There was a cover that would hide the cord management system there. Unless they're turned all the way up, you can't see them, and even so, they're really not in the way. Sorry about that, you can't see what I'm doing, but the cord management cover is missing on both of them. So cash drawer I'm unsure of, those two covers. Otherwise there are no scratches, cracks anywhere on the machines that I can see. I know it's hard to tell on a video, but the screens, let's see if I can get a little glare here and just sort of go over. The screens have no damage, no scratches. These units look very rarely used. Just from a little research I did on the licensing for the company they came from, I believe they were only open about 6 months. It was a restaurant bar. So that's basically it. Oh, both receipt printers are, both receipt printers work fine. I'll tell you what, I'll show you on this one. We'll go under printers. As I said, I installed the printer from the driver that I got easily from Posiflex's website. We'll go to printer properties. We'll tell it to print a test page. And it will spit out the little Windows message. A little slower now than it would be running on your point of sale system as a receipt printer, but it's printing graphics, and it just says, congratulations, if you can read this, you have correctly installed your Posiflex PP7000 no cut on Posiflex 2, which is the name of this computer. The feed button works. Let's see, we can, has the power button on the front to turn it on and off. And then it is just the easy drop-in load paper, so that's nice. Just drop it in, pull some slack out, and that didn't quite work. Hard to do that one-handed. And as far as the Epson goes, it is a network printer. The other one was a serial port. The Epson is a network printer. Again, I don't have the software to install it. You can see the green light on the network port flashing. Just, that works. The way to do a test print on this one is to power the unit off, hold the feed button while powering it on, and give it about 5 seconds. And it says it's printing off a self-test. And this one does have the cut feature. Typically this would be used for a kitchen printer. So there's that self-test page, and then it will show you the two-color printing ability. And this is the power conditioner. It has 4 outlets on the back, and these are the original boxes. There is no original documentation or paperwork, but the original boxes are here with matching labels. This is for the cash drawer. Sorry, I don't know why I turned that sideways. I forget that will be hard to watch. Anyway, let's hit OK for this test print. Again, my name is Nat. I don't think I introduced myself. I should have at the beginning. My eBay ID is the Auction Pro LLC. My cell phone number is 678-591-8014. If you have any questions, feel free to email me through eBay or give me a call during reasonable hours, please. I believe that's it. Happy bidding. This will be no reserve. I will ship everything packaged well. Everything will have bubble wrap, plastic wrap. It will come in obviously several different boxes, probably 3 to 4. Signature required, insurance included, and again, no reserve auction. Good luck, and look forward to doing business with whoever is the high bidder. Thanks, guys. Bye.